Hi everyone, good Thursday evening to you. It's weather for Weather Geeks. Another pretty stormy afternoon, although the severe weather risk was quite a bit lower than a couple of days ago with the derecho or near derecho that impacted parts of the region, including our southern areas from Columbiana County on south towards the greater Pittsburgh area. But after a comfortable day yesterday, it was another seesaw in the temperature and dew point department today. We made it into the lower 80s for daytime highs, and dew points rose from about 36 at daybreak to the lower 60s during the second half of the day. Just like on Tuesday, we had a very rapid rise in the atmospheric moisture overhead today, and that contributed to, of course, some of the unsettled weather that we had during the second half of the day. Looking at the storm reports today, they're mostly clustered up near the lakeshore. We had some hail-producing storms early this afternoon from around downtown Cleveland, right along the lakeshore, right along I-90, into parts of northwest PA, some wind damage scattered about as well. The closest in our viewing area that we can find as far as official reports that have been relayed to the National Weather Service, report of a couple of trees down in Girard right at 6 o'clock p.m. this evening. I'm recording this video at 7:15. Severe weather, the threat appears to be over for the night. Some showers around, yes, even a clap of thunder left over here and there, but nothing stands out as all that threatening, and I think the ingredients are pretty much not going to come together for the rest of the evening for anything in terms of severe weather, even though, again, you might hear a clap of thunder before the evening is through. There's our dew point map this evening, and you can tell where our stationary boundary is kind of settled off to the north and off to the east. Now, this front's going to try to wiggle east ever so modestly on our Friday, and as it does so, the drier air will try to infiltrate, more of Indiana, more of northwest Ohio, but we will stay on the more moisture-laden side of this front, and we've got another potentially unsettled afternoon ahead of us on our Friday. In the meantime, tonight, showers around, especially over the next handful of hours. It'll even rain steadily for a time in some locations, probably all the way through about midnight or so, but after that, not much, and I don't think there'll be much more than a very stray shower heading out the door on Friday morning. All right, the Day 2 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center today for our Friday and Friday night. A level 1 risk of severe weather. It was level 2 today. Level 1 tomorrow. I think the coverage of showers and storms may be kind of similar tomorrow afternoon, maybe a little lower than today. The risks overall of large hail, damaging winds, I'd say those risks are lower tomorrow, but could there be a hail-producing storm? Could there be a puff of wind that really comes out of one of these things, a downburst? A possibility for the second half of the day. But this model depiction that I'm going to show you for the afternoon tomorrow shows the coverage is not on this model all that high. Some of the other modeling is a little bit more robust with the coverage tomorrow afternoon, but again, with this front nearby and with the warm, humid air mass in place, the atmosphere will be ripe for pop-up showers and storms. We'll probably get a break for a time then for Friday night before raindrops try to return towards the wee hours of Saturday morning. Let me back up our animation here too. 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the morning, Saturday morning. That could be a pretty wet period. We may see a little bit of a lull around midday. Showers may try to return, though, before the afternoon is through. And bottom line for Saturday, just be prepared for a shower at just about any point, although the day as a whole is not going to be a washout. And then, oh boy, this looked a lot nicer a few days ago, I'll tell you. The forecast for Sunday and early next week has really gone downhill over the last 48 hours or so, and it's thanks to this low, which is going to get stuck. It misses its ride along the jet stream. It's a cutoff area of low pressure, and Sunday, much like Saturday, is not going to be a washout, but there's going to be some showers around and a chance for an afternoon thunderstorm as well. Rainfall totals will be plentiful over the next 72 hours. The model consensus is over 1 inch in much of eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania. This 72-hour period would take us, through Sunday evening? Sunday evening. I think there'll be more showers early on next week, including Monday and Tuesday. So the weekend forecast, first weekend of May, we've had better, that's for sure. A cooler day Saturday at 60 degrees. It's not a washout, and neither is Sunday, but there'll be showers around, and as the atmosphere turns more unstable in the afternoon, there might be a thunderstorm, especially if we get some sunny breaks. I think there's a better chance for some sunny breaks on Sunday as compared to Saturday. How long does this pattern last? Well, I think through the first couple of days of next week. Here's one model depiction of the upper level flow showing that cutoff area of low pressure. This is right through the middle of next week. It finally gets absorbed into the flow during the second half of next week and gets kind of booted out of here. And I think the second half of next week will be better than the first half. And today's medium range outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center show some better things ahead. This is the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook showing a drier than average signal. especially across the upper Midwest. And that rolls forward into the 8 to 14 day outlook, also showing favorable odds for a drier than average period during that second week of May. So, I think we're probably done with a freeze and a frost concern for the season. We can probably give you the go-ahead at this point to get those gardens planted and do anything else you want to do outdoors. And, farmers and gardeners, the weather looks more and more favorable for planting and for getting work done in the fields as we head past, say, the middle of next week. Until then, pretty unsettled, pretty showery looking pattern for the next handful of days, taking us through at least next Tuesday. Have a great rest of your Thursday night. I'll join you on Friday for a fresh update on that weekend forecast. We'll get a little more specific on when to expect those showers over the weekend, and we'll talk about next week a little bit more as well.